Okay, hello and welcome to the weather update. It is almost 10 o'clock on the final day of June, June 30th, 2023, and another sickeningly smoky day again across the area. We had some high clouds around in the sky, and smoke, yeah, you can see it right here, all covering our whole area right here. And it's leading into some pretty bad air quality. In fact, the air quality alerts now remain in effect through tomorrow, and it's not just the smoke, but now we have ground level ozone as well that we're dealing with. And that air quality alert again now goes through midnight Saturday night, as you see right there, midnight Saturday night. So it's going to continue for another day as we deal with this wildfire smoke, and it's just very polluted, very bad air quality out there. Showing you just a few pictures I took today out there. And trust me, I wasn't out there for very long, no more than 20 minutes. Argyle Lake in Babylon, which I did walk around and I got out of there, but you could see the haze in the air there, and then there's the sun, just very a haze around the sun, and then towards sunset, you could see the haze in the air, just the cirrus mixing in with the sun. I mean, it wasn't as thick as it was, back at the beginning of the month, but it was, and then the moon tonight, you could see just the haze in the air, and there's another picture of the moon. Actually, the camera kind of compensated for it. But that moon is dim tonight, trust me. So let's go and take a look at the air quality readings right now that we have. And you'll see we still have unhealthy for sensitive groups and unhealthy, so it's still above 100 in the air quality index for most of Long Island, it looks like. As well as it's going to the west, you see is not really much better in Jersey. Still exceeding 100 and a lot of unhealthy air in Pennsylvania. So I don't think it's going to really get much better tomorrow. Unfortunately, we're still going to be dealing with this wildfire smoke that we've been dealing with. No, it's not at all. It's not all good out there. That's for sure. So let's go to the observations map here. Now, guys, I'm not feeling well today, so find the observation. I'm thinking a little slower here. I'm trying to find the weather and hazards map. All right, here we go. So you can see again all that heat in California, heat in the south, and all those air quality alerts in the whole Northeast and Great Lakes area due to all this wildfire smoke continues. And you can see, it looks like there is a storm over here. There's a 46-mile-an-hour gust at Nashville. So they may be getting some storms. There is an area of severe thunderstorm watch in effect for that area in the stretching from looks like Kansas through Missouri and into Kentucky. And then we have all the heat going on in California right now, where it's 100 degrees over there in some of these areas. 100 degrees in Bakersfield, and I think they got even hotter today. Well, let's see what Bakersfield hit. So there was a lot of heat in California. Yeah, it got up to 102. At least it's not as humid. The dew point's still not that low, considering it. It looks like now we've got red flag warning. Is that a red flag warning now? Trying not to pull the observation. Yep, for Washington now. So, yeah. So let's go take a look at what we got locally in our area here, and you'll see here that temperatures generally around 70 degrees. Rest of the area 72 at Islip, dew point 64. However, yeah, in the alley it's a lot worse than that. It's 76 degrees or 77 degrees. Yeah, 77 degrees, 76, 77 degrees. So. Yeah, a few more degrees in that alley. When you get to my block, the temperature just shoots up. It's so hot because of all the buildings close together. It's a furnace here. It's just horrible. Other parts of Mineola are not like this. It's just my block. But anyway, you can see South Shore maybe a little bit cooler with the sea breeze. And we'll take a look and see what the day was like at Islip here. And Islip is reporting 4-mile visibility with smoke haze, and again, visibilities have been down all the day, and it was worse earlier in the afternoon. We were down to 2.5 mile visibility. And you can see here it was pretty thick throughout earlier on, too. So you still got in the low 80s. Dew points were dew points weren't that low today, only in the mid-60s. So between the high dew points and the smoke and the haze and the ozone in the air, really just really crappy air quality today. Just really awful. Let's go look at the highs for the day. And we got highs generally in the low to even maybe some mid 80s, probably in my areas. South Shore was cooler, 81 at Islip, yeah, 87 at Carl Place. Yeah, my area was a little warmer, I think, 86. It's about right. 86 at LaGuardia, 83 at Central Park for highs. And then to New Jersey, probably warmer as well. Yeah, they had more like mid 80s. So let's go look at the lows. Lows for our last day of June. And generally mid 60s, except it did get down to 55 in West Hampton. Most everybody pretty much having the lows in the mid 60s. So let's look at the climate report for today. Now we'll go into here, Islip, and 81 was the high, right at normal. So pretty much at normal for today, temperature-wise. Central Park, pretty much close to normal as well. And we'll go over the monthly climate data either tomorrow night or Sunday night. So let's go back to the Weather Service page because there was a tornado. I keep forgetting to put this up, but there was a tornado that hit in New Jersey, in Bernardsville, actually. And we're going to go over the one that hit in Bernardsville. So this happened on Monday, I believe. So it was the 28th. Let's see. It happened on Monday? No, it didn't happen on Monday. It happened on Wednesday. Yeah, happened on Wednesday, the 28th. So it was Wednesday that it happened. Let's, again, my mind, it's the smoke. You're going to have to bear with me, all right? So there was damage to wheat fields west of Martins Creek, Belvedere Highway, showing convergent damage patterns along a narrow path. So it was a narrow tornado, and it was an EF1, maximum peak winds 150 miles and 105 miles an hour, 1.4 miles on the ground. I got my mind is just in a fog today. Smoke. The path width was only 475 yards. And this did actually cause damage to the NJ Transit line, which was down for a couple of days, and they had to have substitute busing. Numerous trees onto the NJ Transit line. So this is where it is. And you can see the damage there. If you want to pause it, you can. I don't have the energy to read the whole thing. Luckily, it doesn't look like it hit an area where there was a lot of homes, so it doesn't look like there was much structural damage, fortunately, with that tornado. So again, and we're dealing with this smoke and very poor air quality, so I want to go over to the Earth site, and we're going to look at our gases, because there's one thing they talk about, the smoke, the particulate matter, but we also probably have very bad air quality as well as far as gases go. So we're going to first start with sulfur dioxide. That's kind of high. Yeah, it's kind of high. And nitrogen dioxide, also high. And then carbon dioxide, that's also... we have one area it doesn't look too bad except right over our area, right? It's like a little area where it's a little elevated. But the worst gas of all, carbon monoxide, and that is elevated in our area. We're at 994 ppbv with that, so it is up there, and you can see it's mainly over the Northeast, and if you go further south to maybe South Florida or even out west the air quality is much better. Normally they're the ones that usually deal with the smoke, but this time it's us that are dealing with a lot of this smoke. The other thing that happened was the derecho that hit. The derecho levels cornfields in the Midwest with 100 miles an hour winds. This hit so nearly 300,000 are still without power after this inland hurricane hit. So the destructive line of thunderstorms known as a derecho wreaked havoc. 280,000 electric Indiana and Illinois. This derecho hit yesterday. So, and you can see here it is on the radar. Yeah, you can see how it hit, and it was all from a cluster of thunderstorms that fired early Wednesday night over northeastern Colorado, and across southern Nebraska. And then the storms just kind of stayed on the ground. You can see all the damage here, that damage reports from this derecho, and it was pretty impressive. It did have a very impressive shelf cloud with it, too. You can see right here. There's a view of it. Well, let's go and look at some of the pictures from the damage to the power grid here, because there's been quite a few. So let's go over here. We'll show you this. And they're busy restoring power, but you can see, again, we have some wooden transmission lines. Here's a perfect example of what not to build. Is a wooden transmission line that obviously snapped in the high winds. If that was a steel pole, it would have survived. But instead it came down. I mean, why are we still using wood? I don't know. And this looks like this could be, I'm trying to figure out what the KV is. I'm guessing 69, but, I mean, the federal government should pass a law saying all these power lines need to be steel or something, or even concrete poles, because these storms are going to happen more and more, and then people have no power. And obviously these are distribution poles, so it's a different story. But those transmission poles serve a lot of customers when they come down. I think those are distribution poles. They may not be. It's hard to tell from the picture. Here's another transmission line, another wood transmission line that came down again. So it's just really, and when these go down, it takes a lot of customers with them. It takes a whole substation, which could serve thousands and thousands of customers. So that's why these things really need to be metal, This can't keep happening because, you're having a lot of heat now that's following things, and people have no air conditioning, and it becomes a real serious risk to people's health, And so we've got to nobody is, our infrastructure in this country, our power infrastructure is a freaking joke. The only state that gets it right is Florida. Everybody else, they just, look at this crap. Really, this crap shouldn't be around anymore. This should be replaced with steel. It's ridiculous. They're just going to put another wood pole up that'll go down in the next storm. It's ridiculous. So, anyway, that's the way I feel about this stuff, because I feel bad for all the people there that are dealing with no power right now, And if we look at the highs in the areas where those storms hit, let's go ahead and go over there and see what kind of weather they had. Again, I'll have to take this layer because this layer is so, opacity is so thick I can't see where it is. So we're going to see what kind of weather they had in the areas that were hit. And you can see, some of the areas got close to 90 today. All right, I'm sure they had humidity along with smoke as well. Some of these hard-hit areas like Bloomington, Illinois. All right. If we look at the observation there out of Bloomington, current observation, which will go. Dew point is 74, so it's very humid. There's probably still some wildfire smoke as well as the heat. So it's a very, very bad situation for people who still don't have power. And, the federal government has failed. The president has failed. Everybody has failed. We're going to get more and more of these storms. And and the infrastructure, the power infrastructure in this country is complete garbage. You can't be using wood. Wood should be forbidden from any power transmission structure. It should be forbidden. It should be mandated that they have to be steel. But no, nobody wants to do that because that would interfere with the power company's profits, I guess. So people are in the dark and sweating, and I really feel bad for these people. I can't imagine going through that. All right. But anyway, let's go and shift our gears now to the models here. And again, we still have smoke being reported at certain sites here. You'll still see, all right, that one is not saying smoke, but some of them are saying we have smoke here. Here's smoke being reported here at Islip, so it says smoke right there. So, and looking at the MODIS satellite, I want to look at the MODIS satellite too, just show you again. There's still the whole area of smoke here that's up in Quebec here. It's hard to see what's going on because we have a lot of high cloud cover that's interfering with the satellite. But again, conditions are going to get more favorable for wildfire spread over there as we head into the weekend, as I explained to you yesterday. You can see more smoke over here. And again, the west, if you're in the west, man, Flagstaff or this whole area has just got nice clear skies. I wish we'd get at that, and good air quality too. But no, we got to deal with all this smoke. So yeah, let's go to the models next. All right. So as we head into tomorrow, we stay in the control of high pressure. It can keep us dry. chances of rain are going to stay pretty much away from us. As you see, the air is stagnant, and that's the problem. There's nothing to get rid of the smoke. Sunday, we have better chances for rain as a little wave comes through. Monday, you can see that wave there. That starts moving away on Tuesday, so the July 4th, we should have better weather as we get into July 4th, and maybe somewhat lower humidity, but that far out with the smoke, I really can't tell you what it's going to be like. So let's go to the 0Z run of the HRRR, and you'll see there won't really much going on. You see there's some thunderstorms that might pop up maybe over Pennsylvania tomorrow night, but nothing for us until we get towards Sunday, and that's when we'll see some rain chances move in. It looks like it is bringing. It looks like there is a thunderstorm that might develop Sunday night that might wind up moving. This is a ways away, but that would be our next chance for some thunderstorms. Dew points, obviously they haven't been that low, and tomorrow you'll see, again, we'll have that southerly flow, light winds, suddenly becoming south. And you'll see dew points start off maybe inland a little lower, but they will come back up again with that southerly flow, and definitely much more humidity on Sunday as we're dealing with dew points rising up to around close to 70, so we'll be dealing with more humidity then. Looking at the temperatures here, tonight we'll probably drop into the low 60s, low to mid 60s, depending on where we are. Again, close to normal for this time of the year. Tomorrow's highs, similar to where they were today, I think. We'll have low 80s, but again, maybe mid 80s in some of the warmer areas. Tomorrow night, probably not cooling off as much because there'll be higher humidity. So mid to upper 60s tomorrow night's probably going to be pretty muggy. And then for Sunday, there'll be more clouds around, and that could limit the temperatures down a little bit. Though where the sun comes out, especially it looks like showing New Jersey, could be getting close to 90 degrees. Let's go to the GFS here, and we'll just take you through to July 4th. So as we go up, and you see that southerly flow for Sunday, Monday, you see that again, that southerly flow there. And then as we get to July 4th, you'll see the flow becomes more westerly. See that more westerly flow coming in. So that'll bring in somewhat drier air, but not really that much drier air. You could see. But this could wind up bringing down more smoke again, perhaps, and we'll have to be concerned about that. I don't want to go any beyond that. Let's look at the temperatures here. And so Sunday, you'll see the temperatures are cooler, but then we'll heat back up on Monday again. Could be close to 90 in Jersey and the city, mid 80s on Long Island, and then for Tuesday, could wind up being pretty warm, mid to upper 80s. Across much of Long Island, maybe some areas will see 90 degrees. So it will be. It's a preview to come because next week we'll be on the warmer side, and you can see we'll have some definitely more summer-like weather. It'd be nice if we could get rid of the smoke. That would be nice. But anyway, let's go to the cloud cover now, and actually this is not showing the smoke, but you'll see there'll be some high cloud cover around. It's not showing too much tomorrow, and then Sunday is when we're going to be seeing more cloud cover. So tomorrow, definitely the better day if you want to see the sun, however orange it may look. And then Monday we'll see, again, still have those clouds and rain chances. And as we get to Tuesday, less clouds and hotter temperatures. Let's go to the RGM here and look at the cloud cover on this. Again, this is just cloud cover, all right? So as we go into tomorrow, you'll see it's not showing much, maybe just a few high clouds around. Could be some jet smog up there. And then jet smog meaning contrails. That's just the term I use. Sunday, definitely more clouds and more rain chances, as I said, and we'll have a better idea tomorrow night how that's all going to pan out. For Monday, so it starts off with clouds and then maybe less clouds maybe toward the afternoon. The RGM looks like it's trying to bring drier air in. This doesn't show dew points, does it? It does show wind, though. Yeah, it still is a southwest wind, but it looks like it's trying to bring some drier air in. So let's go and look at the smoke, because that's, the biggest thing that we're dealing with right now is this wildfire smoke. Let's go to the 21Z RAP model, and we will first start with the vertically integrated smoke. And again, it's worse than this thing is showing, because I think most of it's at the surface. But you'll see the main clouds of smoke from Canada are staying up in Canada because we don't have a flow out of Canada. So I'm hoping that will hopefully mean improving air quality. All right. Though it still shows It still shows smoke over us on the vertically integrated smoke. But a lot of the smoke is near surface smoke. Because again, the air is stagnant and it's stuck near the surface. And you'll see going in tomorrow, doesn't really go anywhere. Gets a little better toward tomorrow night. And then maybe Sunday when we get to the deeper southerly flow, we'll finally get rid of it. By then we'll have more clouds, though, around to deal with. HRRR, we'll look at this one as well. We'll look at the 18Z run on this. And I'll just go to the near surface smoke, because that seems to be what we're dealing with mostly here. Load the near surface smoke up. We can get that to load. And you'll see plenty of it there. It does look like it gets better tomorrow. It does look like there's a wind coming in off the ocean that'll help push it away. But then it kind of comes back on Sunday, so... Yeah, so... We'll have to see if we'll get rid of it or not. I don't think we're going to get rid of it. I really don't. It's, you can see it's all the way down in Florida, for goodness sake. I mean, and then we'll do the vertically integrated. It's just never ending. So let's go look at this one here, and this is the vertically integrated. We'll see if we see any improvement tomorrow. Not really. Yeah, not really. Slight improvement tomorrow, but it's going to be slight. What can I say? So we're going to continue to deal with this wildfire smoke, unfortunately. And, if you're watching fireworks tomorrow night, it's not going to look too good with all the haze in the air. So, But anyway, I think that's going to wrap up. And again, we have, we'll go to the severe storm outlook for tomorrow. Because it looks like tomorrow we're going to have more activity again in the same area there. It could be the same area that was just hit. Southern Illinois, parts of Indiana, to parts of Kentucky. And that slight risk kind of extends eastward into West Virginia. And the marginal risk actually is in Pennsylvania, but nothing for us. Go to day 3, where day 3 could be interesting. So we'll have to see what happens. We may get into some thunderstorms, maybe some severe thunderstorms on Sunday. Perhaps, maybe it'll dissipate some of this smoke. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you for watching, and have a good night.